is a view of the world indoor. I've done it several times in Boston. But the virtual hooch and the head of the Charles, I did on Orlando. But the national triathlon, the national erg and the Tennessee, I did in Tennessee. So I'm going to introduce Tennessee at first in this video. This is the Lookout Rowing Club on the Tennessee River. It's really a beautiful facility. The deck overlooks the river. The ergs are up here, and all the skulls are down below. This is the Tennessee River. It's going towards downtown Chattanooga, and you can see it's actually great rowing. Typically the river, if there's no wind, is great for rowing. Sometimes there's boats and barges and that, but it's usually a great place to row. It's got a big deck out here. It's where I put an erg, sometimes just to erg and overlook the lake, which is what I'm going to do today. This is the erg room. Got some cycles and not nearly as many ergs as there are in oars in Orlando Area Rowing Society, but a pretty good number, and it's a great facility for training. Now this is again the Lookout Rowing Club launching dock on the Tennessee River, and it's a great place to row. Some of the boats are up on the higher ground because this will oftentimes flood. So things are moved out of the way of some of the water. It gets, like I say, it can get up to 3 and 4 feet rowing club. This is where all the shells are taken. This is a place where they can be maintained and worked on. And then they've got ones that are owned by Lookout Rowing Club that you can row. It's fairly empty now because we're in the winter and water can come into here 3 and 4 feet high. So the facility is pretty empty at the present time. This is the pattern that we go by to row on the Tennessee River. Here we are at the 2025 combination of the Tennessee and the Nationals. This is McClellan Gym in Chattanooga. Here's a race. This is on the left there in the black is Missy, one of the people at the Lookout Rowing. This is an example of the computer, shows your time per 500 meters as an example. And this is a screen that can give you the different positions for people that are racing. It's kind of helpful. This is my race, the 500, which is pretty intense. And one thing for sure is that you go anaerobic in these races. But they're good races, and Chattanooga puts on a great event, and this year it included, like I was mentioning, it also includes the Nationals. I was trying to show my Redefining Aging shirt, so we try and do events and interviews around the country for Redefining Aging. As you can see, totally
we're here at the 2025 Tennessee Indoor Rowing with Preston. I raced Preston's dad.
Yes.
Preston just finished. You got the gold in the...
Yeah, the men's 500, the 50 to 54-year-old group. Yeah.
What was your time?
It was a 120.3.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Anybody that's done rowing, 120.3 for 500 will appreciate that. It's
Yeah.
amazing you kept the erg on the floor.
That's right.
Well, tell us about your journey in fitness and how it's enhanced the quality of your life.
Okay, so for me, even speaking of rowing, I guess I actually started indoor rowing in 1988. Within the local area, Red Bank Baptist Church had a Model B in the back of their fitness center. And I knew, as a 16-year-old, I could either probably go out and get myself in trouble, or I could go to the church gym on Friday nights and work out and row. And there was a fellow athlete there, Jesse Robinson. Jesse ran 5Ks around here and rode his bike, about 20,000 miles a year. And Jesse would meet me there on Friday nights, and we would row that way. Yeah. Now, you didn't have the internet with rowing. I didn't know it was a thing, but I knew it was something good. So I kind of did that off and on until 99 when I finally bought a Model D, or Model C, right? And I started in 99, logging and everything then. But pretty much have always worked out. Since I was 14, I had a home gym, and I still have one, and I do it 3 to 5 times a week.
Well,
is
tell,
just part of mine. Yeah, that's right. It's one of those things I enjoy. Yeah.
And you kind of followed up your dad, too. Your dad was a help.
Yeah, he was. He was. I actually got him involved. He biked and he ran a lot.
Okay.
And I told him he would like rowing, and we got him a machine here in 2007, but I couldn't get him to get on it till about 2010.
Wow.
And then he realized he liked it. Yeah, so he's at 18 million meters now, lifetime. Yeah, he's going for the gym bag at 20 million meters.
Wow.
He'll probably get it next year. Yeah, so it definitely, yeah, he was an influence on me and the lifestyles I've chosen as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anything you say out to that person that just doesn't feel like they can compete, any suggestions to get them off the couch?
Yeah, I mean, all I would say is that lean into discomfort a little bit until you feel that it's too uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do that over and over and over. It'll always feel the same, but you'll get more and more and more achieved, and you'll feel more comfortable with being uncomfortable. And for me, it helps me deal with stress because I know what being uncomfortable feels like. And I think that's an important thing to do. And sometimes I do it if I feel stressed. I lean into that discomfort because it gets me, I realize I can't do any more than I can do, and it gets me regulated right back down to my own pace. And that's part of what I pick for my choices as well.
That's fantastic. We love to ask people any spiritual belief that helps you through life.
So my only spiritual belief is I believe God gave us all our talents, right? And we're required not to bury our talents, but to use our talents. And if God gave you a healthy body or gave you an aspect of health that you can do, then you're praising Him by exercising that capability. And that's something, if you can do it every day, then do it every day. If it's something that you can't, it takes longer to recover. When you turn 50 or 60, 70 or 80, then take your recovery time, right? But then also praise Him with that fitness as well. And I think that's a significant step to do.
Yeah, we love to tell people Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We love it.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say to that person on the couch?
The best thing on the couch is just find some goal that you want to do and then work towards that goal. If it is doing a running, try not to make it exercise. That's too big and it doesn't really tell you what to do. It's kind of like buying a treadmill is great, but then what do you do with it once it's home? Get a plan of some type and establish that plan and work the plan. And that's going to be your best bet. Make a small goal and then develop a plan for that and then execute.
Yeah, I think finding others, like you had your dad and you probably have friends.
That's right.
Find someone to help encourage.
Team accountability is always the best. Find somebody, you will become the average of the 5 people you hang out with, right? So find 5 people that like to exercise and you'll be better than you were going to be alone. And I think that's a significant step to build onto. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. That's great. You're an inspiration.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, keep looking for maybe next year I'll see your dad here.
That's right. Yeah, get him here.
God bless.
All right. Thank you, John.
We want to thank you for watching redefiningaging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and if there's a person you know that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.